Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I've got another video for you today. I was gonna show you how I put this together, guys, but honestly I wasn't sure what I was gonna do and how I was gonna do it exactly. I've watched several videos on YouTube, but this is my first major terrarium. I used to have this, which is, yeah, no. It kept my jewel orchid that you see in here alive, but I mean, come on, look at it, right? Anyway, I'm going to be fixing this up. I'm debating if I want to put my Photonia in there or put it in here. I feel like I'm going to put it in here. Yeah, but anyway, for now, I'll just show you what I did in here. So this is my new, I think it's 20-gallon terrarium that I got from PetSmart. And first time putting one together, guys, so I'll try and explain to you what I did. Where should I begin? Well, it is, as you can see, a five-sided one. It's not a square. I love that, actually. I think it gives it a bit of depth. Sorry for any reflections. I've got the curtains and everything open today. It's pretty bright, but I'm going to open the door, which is right here. I could do it one-handed. Yes, I can. There we go. Yeah, I just finished it, guys. I'm at my my fold-out craft table that I put in the middle of my living room when I want to do big projects, because it's so much easier. Just got this table the other day, and I was like, why didn't I do this before? It's so much easier. Anyway, so what do I have? Before I even get to what do I have, let's talk about what I did. So, bottom layer for drainage, you can see at the bottom is leca. I just had leca. I've had leca for years, and I boiled it, sterilized it, put a layer down. The only thing I haven't figured out is the white mesh that I put to keep the soilless mix from going into the leca, into the drainage layer. But you know what? I have a feeling over time it'll get stained up and ugly, and it'll just blend in instead of sticking out. These are all the wood pieces, my cork bark that my air plants that I've put in here used to be tied to when they lived in here, and before that they used to live in the IKEA cabinet, but so they've been moved in here. So yeah, I've got a layer of leca. Then I've got soilless mix. There is zero soil in this entire terrarium, guys. That's what I wanted to do after doing some research and some thought. I thought, yeah, I'm gonna make this totally soilless. So what is it? You can see it. It is cocoa chips. So cocoa coir chips, or whatever you call it, cocoa chips, sphagnum moss, and perlite, worm castings for some nutrition. What else? Worm casting, perlite, cocoa chips, and oh, I did put a little bit of lava rock in there. Not a ton, but I had some for my succulent plantings the other day, so I put some lava rock in here because I read that could be very beneficial. And so yeah, that's all that's in the quote-unquote soil in this terrarium. And I did this to try and avoid fungus gnats and just have a really airy soil mix for these plants that do not have very deep roots for the most part, except the anthurium at the back, which we'll get to that. But anyway, yeah, so I've had this Salaginella spike moss, I think is a common name, for many years, guys. I used to grow it in a little goldfish bowl for the longest time. I've taken bits of it. Oops, just dropped my scissors, guys. Hold on. I've taken bits of it over the years. It's a beautiful plant, and I've propagated it. I've put it in here. I don't know if you could see. Yeah, I don't have this on the light right now. It'll go back under the light. It goes in my bedroom, but once I fix it up some more. Right now it's just the spider, what do you call that? It's the Spider-Man jewel orchid. Yeah, that's what's in there. But we're not going to talk about that one today. So yeah, I took my Salaginella and I put it in here. I think it should be happy. I'd be really happy if it started climbing this driftwood here. That'd be so pretty. Guys, I'm not sure I'm going to keep this little guy back there because I'm scared I'm going to forget and totally fertilize him. And you're not supposed to fertilize sundews. Okay, so I think I may remove him and put him in maybe that fish bowl that I just took apart. Yeah, put him in there by himself. But for now, I'll try and keep him in there, but I'm scared I might kill him, to be honest. So anyway, not sure. So on the sides of the terrarium, you'll see a lot of moss. I bought frog moss from the aquarium shop and stuck it all over in the, you know what, let me show you guys the outside so you get an idea. Okay, see that? This is the black spray foam, guys, that I used in here. And I wanted black so if the foam showed, it wouldn't stick out like a sore thumb. So I think it's working so far. So I spray foamed the back and the very back there, you can see. And I stuck, while the foam was still wet, I stuck a big piece of cork bark in there. You can see it all the way through. If you peek through, see there's cork bark back there. And I did the same thing on the sides. So I decided only 3 sides I was gonna do this too, which makes for good viewing, I think. And you could actually see some of the black foam that's sticking out. I'll cover that up when I have time, when I feel like it. I have to carve it away and then put a little glue on it and stick something on it. If I ever do. Okay. Right now I'm tired. I've been doing this this has taken me 2 days, guys. 2 days of work. So, yeah, so I spray foamed the back. I stuck the long pieces of cork bark that I got from the pet store in there. And then while the foam, the black spray foam was still wet, I simply stuck the frog moss on it. I didn't use glue or anything. I just put it on it while it's still wet. And that is how I achieved this very green, thick, luscious, almost instantly thick and luscious background. And I think I like it, even though I missed a few spots that you can probably see up there in the back. You can see the black foam sticking out. But yeah, my goal is to get the frog moss to grow. It comes dried, but apparently if you keep it moist and in high humidity environment, it should grow. So that's the goal. It's very humid in here. I can feel it just by sitting here talking to you. It's very humid. Probably like 80, probably 90% humidity in here at this point. So how did I get this Anthurium dorayaki to stay on the sides? Well, let's hope it stays, because I use pieces of wire that I pushed into the foam, kind of like a sling. I don't know if you could see it, guys. You could kind of see it running through the moss. The sphagnum moss that I wrapped around the root ball. I washed off all the dirt off the roots. I hope this plant doesn't mind me doing that. I don't think it would, because the roots are pretty good. I didn't damage them or anything. I just wrapped them in the moss, and then I ran the wire through and I stuck it side to side, hoping one day this Anthurium dorayaki, which is one of my favorite anthuriums because it's so cute, will attach itself to the cork bark that it's sitting near on, or next to, I should say. Yeah. And then what else I put? Okay, you know what, let's get to the fern, because if I could even get to the fern. There we go. There we go. I just thought this fern was so pretty when I saw it, guys. I've never seen it before, but it's called the golden zebra fern, and I'm in love. It'll probably outgrow the terrarium eventually, but I'm determined to keep it in there by just cutting off the fronds when it gets out of control. There you go. And it should be happy in here because, yeah, they love this sort of thing, right? Ferns love high humidity and moist environments in general. So hopefully it should do well. You can see the beautiful stripes. You can see why it's called a golden zebra fern. Yeah, and next to it, I placed my, guys, I'll confess, this is a third Anthurium clarinervium that I've owned. I've killed 2 before. This is number 3. Hopefully, 3rd time's a charm. I don't know how long he can live in here because these guys get pretty darn big. He's already a good size, as you can see, but I'm so desperate to keep it alive, guys, and I just think it looks so pretty in there. Look at it. It's so pretty that I just put it in here because, you know, we'll see how long it could stay in here. Not long, I'm sure. It's actually got a flower on it. See that? At the back right there. Look at that. Oops, let me zoom in here. Look at that. Oops, the air plant is in the way. There you go. You can see it. Yeah, so that's probably my favorite anthurium on earth. Gives me a headache. Actually, I didn't kill the last one. Thrips did, not me. But I kind of got fed up with the thrips and I threw away the anthurium. So hopefully in here the thrips won't get to it, assuming there are no thrips already here. God help me. If there is, I'm just gonna bite the bullet and buy beneficial bugs and just throw them all in here and let them eat the thrips. But yeah, I just love anthuriums, guys. I just wish they'd love me back, you know? Anyway, so that's what's back there. And here, of course, the reason, believe it or not, that I actually got this terrarium in the first place. My beautiful jewel orchid. Now, ask me which jewel orchid, guys. I can't remember. I don't remember. I've had this thing for probably 5 years. When I bought this plant, it was an itty bitty, teeny weeny little, just a little, it was tinier than this piece right here, like half the size probably, with like 2 leaves, I think. And look at it. It is such a gorgeous plant. And it needed transplanting anyway, because it was looking depleted. So, oh, look at those leaves. You see that? I mean, it doesn't even look real. It literally glows neon and gold and bronze and velvet. It's delicious. It's delicious, guys. Of course, I can't remember what you call it. I don't think it's Ludesia, is it? Ludesia? Guys, I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. But I did get it from Roehampton's Orchids. I'm giving them a shout out because they do sell really good orchids. Yeah, so if you're looking for something rare and interesting in terms of the orchid world, check out Roehampton's in Toronto. But yeah, this is the reason I got the terrarium, guys. I wanted to give this beautiful plant a home that was befitting of its magnificence. I mean, it even has white edges to these amazing leaves. This thing is like unbelievable plant, right? And yeah, the leaves literally feel and look like velvet. It's that delicious. They don't have the biggest root systems, I find. They're kind of shallow rooted in a way. They don't make a ton of roots, but so, you know, this kind of soil mix I did was keeping that in mind as well, because I really want this plant to thrive and take over as much as the terrarium as it wants to. And then I always say I'm going to sell pieces, but I never do. Maybe one day I'll get up the nerve to actually sell a piece of this beautiful plant, guys. It's a hard one to find, unless you're at Roehampton's, and they don't always have it either. But like I said, I've had it for years, so there you go. The next things I did, of course, I took my beautiful air plant collection. I've had these bad boys for, again, probably 6-7 years or something like that. Okay, and obviously they have grown substantially. I don't know why, guys. Like, why are people not loving air plants? Why? Look at that. Let me zoom in on this beauty. Look at this beautiful thing. Huh? And they bloom for me. They bloom for me every single year without fail. Okay. All you gotta do is give them high humidity. At least these ones. Not all of them like that, but these do. And keep them moist enough, okay? But not wet. Like, make sure they're getting the water they need on a regular basis, you know? You can tell when they're dehydrated. They don't look as good, you know? And just anchor them to a piece of wood. All I did was use fishing line woven between the bottom leaves, and I tie it. That's the same thing I did when they were on here, and it hurt me, but I did it because I wanted to get them in the terrarium, and I didn't want their former mounts in there. But if you look closely on this mount here, where I had one of them, you can see a root. These guys will root, guys, onto something and hold on if you tie them properly. It takes a long time for them to do it, but eventually they'll root. Now, they don't need roots to collect water or anything. It's just to anchor them to a tree or branch or whatever you've got them on, you know, and in nature, right? That's it. And I think they're just gorgeous, and they come in all shapes and colors and sizes. You can see this one. I think this one might bloom because it's got, oh, let me see. I don't want to touch it too much. It's still not stable with my tying, freshly tied. But you can see it's got a beautiful rose-colored tip. And usually that means it's about to bloom soon. So, yeah, we'll see. And it's got babies. It had another baby that, my fault, it died because I didn't water this like I should have. But look at this gorgeous plant. Up here is another one. I don't know the names, guys. I can't remember. But this one has curly leaves. Hopefully it's happy there. I'm going to keep an eye because I'm not sure if the light will be bright enough there. But we'll see. And over there, I've got this weird one. I don't even know what it is. Like I said, guys, I don't know names of air plants. I've looked them up and then I forget. Okay. But look at that beautiful plant. Right? And we've got another one that's doubled. It's got two now. And the only one that hasn't bloomed is this long spidery looking one back there, I think. Yeah, that's the only one. And this beauty, oh, look at that. The pièce de résistance. Right? So that's the air plants. And like I said, I've had them for a long time. So they are pretty big at this point. They're not the fastest growing things in the world. So don't expect them to just shoot up and take over. They're not gonna, you know. Assuming you didn't kill them. But yeah, the next plant that I'm excited to have in here, I've had this for a long time as well, probably 4 years or something. And guys, I have struggled to keep this plant alive. At first, I had no idea what it was. I just picked it up one day when I went to Valley View in the GTA. That's Greater Toronto area, in case anybody's wondering. It's actually in Markham, one of my favorite places to travel to. It's worth the drive from where I live. And I picked it up because I just thought, oh, you're so weird and wonderful. Look at it. Well, after some research, it turns out that it is a Dischidia Numularia dragon. And I've had this, you know, putting it all kinds of places to see where it likes life the most. And I hope I'm right. I think it's going to love this. So I've mounted it. It used to be in a pot, struggling to stay alive, sending out these runners, but I've noticed that the runners now seem to be trying to leaf out, which is a good sign. So yeah, let's keep an eye on Dischidia Numularia dragon. Now guys, experiment again. This fell off. It's a little sundew. See that? Drosera, I can't remember. Drosera something. But it fell off the mother plant, and I was like, what do I do with you? So I just stuck him in the moss up there and see what happens. Like I said, I may remove the sundews from here because I'm worried I'm gonna accidentally fertilize them, and you're not supposed to fertilize carnivorous plants. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I've got an empty spot right here, guys, and I'm debating, do I put this in there? I bought it. I used to have a nerve plant, or Fittonia, but I don't know. They do love terrariums because they thrive on moisture and, you know, getting a ton of water and all that stuff, but airy roots and, you know. So I'm still debating in my head. I think I might do it. I think I might. We'll see. But yeah, that's it, guys. That is my terrarium. Let me know what you think. Hope you like it. I think I like it. I think I like it. Hey, hey. But yeah, this Anthurium clarinervium is probably not going to be in there for very long because I have a feeling the next leaf it shoots out will be like ridiculously large. And it's just going to have to learn to acclimatize to the home environment, no high humidity and all that goodness. So we'll see what happens, assuming it doesn't die on me. So yeah, oh, I forgot, guys. So I've got these two grow lights that I've just had in storage for the longest while because they're there. I just put them on just from Amazon. I don't remember the brand. Nothing to write home about, just, you know, decent grow lights. And up here, you can see right there. See, there is a little, I can barely get it, guys, but you could, there it is. You could see at the very top there a circulating fan that I've had in another terrarium in this little scrawny thing here. So I put it in here, and that is why the leaves are moving around, because whenever I spray, I need the Anthurium leaves to dry out quickly and the orchid leaves. Basically, I don't want the plants to stay with wet foliage for too long, because that could cause some major issues. So I put the little fan in there, got it from Amazon. And I think that's it for now, guys. So let's see how this does. I'm hoping that it will do well. And a part of me wants to put a frog in here. But I'm not going to do it because I'll actually have to feed on all this and I can't be bothered. So that's my terrarium, guys. Hope you like it. Get you a top view. That's what's on top, guys. That's how I attached everything. It has like a mesh top. So yeah, now I wired everything. So let's see how that goes. I'm going to keep an eye on things, make sure I'm doing a good job, because I don't want to mess this up. And hopefully everything will grow nicely and fill out and look beautiful. So I think I made up my mind. I'll put the Photonia in there. See how long I leave it there. You know. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll give you updates occasionally. This one's going to live in my bedroom. It's like a little zen thing for me. You know, I just love it in there. So take care, guys. Thanks for watching. God bless and see you soon. Goodbye.